we could have, and I have toyed with the idea of having a decision games festival, as it were, here on the show, where we just bitch about decision games for 3 hours. And I decided not to do that. And I didn't want to do this show that's just nonstop bitching, right? Because part of the point of the channel is to... What I am interested in as a wargaming content creator is kind of exploring the community space of wargaming, okay? And the history of the hobby, over and above the history of the stuff that the hobby handles, right? I get pretty irritated in a number of corners of gaming where I'll give you an example from a thing that happened. So there's a Facebook Traveler group. There's a million Facebook Traveler groups, but there's one in particular that I'm in, and I'm not being coy about this. I don't remember which one it was. Well, somebody made a video, and which is like 14 minutes of nonstop complaining about how Wizards of the Coast is repackaging 5th edition material and republishing in new 5th edition books. Okay, now I haven't really looked at any of that stuff. Those might be legitimate concerns. But then this individual goes and posts this thing in the Traveler group, and I'm like, why did you come here to do that? Do you not have anything else to do but bitch? I mean, I would be miserable in this hobby if I did nothing but bitch. And I don't want to be that guy. Not that I'll never bitch. I will occasionally, and you've seen it. But I don't want to focus on the negative things about the hobby or about how I'm always disappointed by somebody, right? There's plenty to like in this hobby. There's plenty to like in whatever hobby you're in. If you want to go find, and this is true of video games too, on the video game channel, I subscribe to other video game channels. One of the things that I subscribe for is the Elder Scrolls Online, which I haven't been playing lately, but I will get back to at some point. I subscribed to somebody because he did a couple of videos that I liked, and then I noticed, every week he'd do 2 or 3 videos complaining about this and that and this and that and this and that, and all he did was complain. You are putting a negative experience on my experience. And I got tired of it, and I ended up unsubscribing to the guy. If we don't spend a lot of time complaining about whatever, then that is intentional. That is a conscious decision that I have made. I enjoy this hobby. I would like to share my enjoyment of the hobby with the community, and it is not my intention to share my total abject misery that I am constantly moaning about how I am butthurt about so-and-so or such and such. There are wargaming folks that I don't follow, even if I am subscribed to them, but maybe I don't subscribe to them but don't watch their content because they are constantly butthurt about something. And yeah, Constant World is a miserable place too. Constant World is super siloed though, so it really depends where you are. You can go in some folders and everything is great and everybody's really helpful, and you could come into another area of Constant World and it's an absolute snake pit. There's a lot of whining and complaining in, it's not just wargaming, okay? It's gaming in it's probably a social problem with society at large, but it is certainly something that, as somebody that pays quite a lot of attention to specific corners of gaming, only one of which is wargaming, it is certainly something that I have seen a great deal of in gaming spaces, and it's fucking tiresome.